All right, my people, Kenneth Okonkwo don't come out again, come lambast on Peter Obi, Labour Party, and overall. Now, why is Kenneth Okonkwo doing this? Let's watch this video.
In the ADC, is Peter Obi your principal in the ADC?
My principal?
Yes.
In the ADC?
Yes.
Sorry.
Would you be working towards him getting that presidential ticket? But I'm going to start by asking you what party you belong to now.
ADC.
You have resigned from the Labour Party.
Long time ago. And you were aware of it.
Well, you said you supported the Nenadi Usman-led...
Sure.
So that was also the Labour Party?
No, but I resigned.
Okay.
And like I told you, Labour Party has become a housemaid for APC. And I do not look like a houseboy. You know what is going on now? If you ask me, I said they now want to give Labour Party another lease of life because they have seen that the coalition, which they never thought will work, has worked. And all the opposition leaders are together.
Let's talk about this coalition.
So the issue now is that they now want to go again and recognize any leadership Labour Party will bring, so that they will use it as distraction to some members and, of course, unsuspecting members of Labour Party, so that they will think that they have their Labour Party. And they'll be making some foolish demands on the ADC. And, you know, as always, I do not succumb to the blackmail of the intimidators and manipulators. And you know what? I cannot possibly be apologizing for the ignorance of the people who want you to do something that will not even be good for the system.
In the ADC, is Peter Obi your principal in the ADC?
My principal?
Yes.
In the ADC?
Yes.
Sorry.
Would you be working towards him getting that presidential ticket?
Now, let Peter Obi register first as a member of ADC, and I will answer that your question. Because as I'm talking to you, I know he has not registered as a member of ADC.
Why do you think that is?
No, when you see him, you ask him. I am a member of ADC. So
we do have quite a number of people going through that particular dynamic in the ADC.
Yeah.
We saw all of them at the launch, but then many of them haven't left their original political parties. Maybe you can't speak for them particularly, but in your view, as someone who's a politician, is there a reason why somebody would be taking their time before making a decision to join a party that they say they're part of the coalition of?
Right. Now, as a politician, I can talk about myself and what I believe in. I had told Nigerians that I do not put my two legs on two different platforms. And that's why I don't defect. I will resign from one before going into another. Good. So whatever any politician says, you take him by his words. Because I would never swear for any politician, because I don't want to die before my time.
If Peter Obi actually resigns from the Labour Party and takes up membership of the ADC, would you be working together?
One, that is a hypothetical question.
Yes.
And I'm reluctant in answering hypothetical questions. But let me tell you my strategy going 2027. First and foremost, in 2023, we believe that it was the turn of the South, and we battled it. As a matter of fact, I started planning it from 2019. When I entered APC, I made it clear, Ndibo for Buhari 2019, Buhari for Ndibo 2023. As at that time, Peter Obi was a vice presidential candidate to Atiku. And I said, I'm not going to support that ticket. Because if I support that ticket, that means the North will have the presidency for 12 years, unbroken. I am surprised that the same people who were supporting that ticket...
16 years?
Well, Buhari did 4 years then.
Okay.
And then I now said, no, we should allow Buhari to finish his 8 years.
Okay.
Because if you vote Atiku and Obi, that means a northerner transferring power to another northerner, and they will spend 12 years. I'm surprised that the same people who were against me then are now again saying that power cannot return to the north after 4 years. In 2023, I campaigned for the same Peter Obi. If Peter Obi and Atiku had won in 2019, there wouldn't even be a chance for anybody from the Southeast to contest the presidency in 2023. Because by 2023, there would be no incumbents. And the only chance that a Southeast person would have is when there is no incumbent. And then I have now learned from 2023 that in Nigeria, when you win election and you don't have the power of the establishment supporting you, they will take it away from you. Do you know that Southwest has never contested any election when there is an incumbent? From 1999 to 2027.
So for 2027.
Yes, that's where I'm going. Now,
because based on what you're saying,
yes,
battling an incumbent in 2027 is futile.
Very futile if you are from the South. You cannot use a fresh candidate from the South to defeat an incumbent from the South. Atiku and Obi failed because they were trying to battle an incumbent northerner with another northerner.
So the person to battle Tinubu, in your view, is a northerner?
In my own view, if you even want to make any impact. So all these people that are telling you, zone this thing to the South, zone this, they are simply telling you zone it to Tinubu. And I'll give you an example. In PDP, all these people now saying that PDP must declare 2 years beforehand that they should vote, that they should zone the stuff to South. In 2023, they never mentioned that you should zone to the South until after the primary election of PDP, which they lost, and when they were not chosen to be the vice president. And I'm talking about Wike. He never mentioned that they should zone it to the South in 2023. And now he's saying 2 years before the time that you must zone it to the South. And this is the same person that has told you he will work for Tinubu in 2027. So anybody telling you you must zone any ticket to the South is telling you you must zone it to Tinubu. Because how can you use a fresh Southerner to defeat an incumbent Southerner? That person is either intellectually disorganized or ignorant or lacks political strategy. Politics is not about sentiments, it's about strategy.
Before we go on the break.
Now, look at what Tinubu did in 2015. Tinubu, do you think he didn't want to be president in 2015? But he knew it would be futile if he had gone to contest with Goodluck Jonathan. So he went and brought a northerner that had the court figure that has retired from politics. Whether his brain is working or not, he went and brought him and supported him and used him to defeat Goodluck Jonathan. And now, when there is no incumbent in power, he now came in and then used the support of the establishment to support himself. And whatever result they declared, they say he won. I believe we won that election in 2023, but it was taken away from us. So you don't expect to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. Do I look like a madman to you?
So when we hear Peter Obi saying he's going to run in 2027,
yes,
Rotimi Amechi, same thing, and then of course everyone is talking about Atiku.
Yes.
How do you feel about those? Because it feels like almost every major player is trying to become president in the ADC. It
is expected.
Okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that. When we were going into coalition, I told people that we are united in going into coalition, but our differences will come when individual ambition comes. That is politics. There's nothing wrong with that.
Would these individual ambitions, in your view, rock? Because it's a lot of ambition from a lot of strong people.
Yes.
How do you keep it together with all these very strong people?
Very good. There is only one way to keep them together. Conduct a free, fair presidential primary election. And whoever wins, every other person will support the person. Any politician who is scared of going into presidential primary election and leaves ADC because of it to another party is an agent to get Tinubu re-elected.
But you see, I'm referring to some things that we just heard recently. We heard Dele Memodu talking about how much they were, $30,000 we're hearing for delegates, you know. So
good.
Now that you have these very many players, their wealth is not the same.
Good.
How is the influence of money going to affect how you pick a presidential candidate in the ADC if these primaries hold?
Very good. In politics, you have discretionary expenses, you have mandatory expenses, meaning you must have minimum amount of money in order to even operate. So anybody telling you he doesn't give money in politics is a liar, because there are mandatory expenses you must have to carry out.
Would the deepest pockets have more influence?
Now, wait a minute. You have 176,000 polling units. You expected to have polling agent in all of them, even if you want to give them 20,000 for them to transport themselves on that day to go. Check it and tell me how much it is. So what I'm trying to tell you is that there is basic amounts that you know you will spend. In 2023, I know what we suffered. We didn't have agents in some of the polling units, and it was part of the reason they stole our election. Now in 2027, if you are a candidate, you must have to prove to me that you would have to be able to provide for those things. Presidential election is not for boys, it's for men. Now, you heard that amount. I heard it too, and I chuckled. And then, if you say you want to go into presidential primary, and you say, no, these people, they will outspend you. These people, they will... Let me ask you, does the presidential primary make you the president? So if you're afraid they will outspend you, how come you shouldn't be more afraid of the general election when an incumbent will outspend you for more than 100%? In 2027, I will no longer want to hear a candidate telling me that in this primary, I won't participate because it is dollarized, because it is... Then don't try to compete with an incumbent. So it's either you are able as a leader to influence your leaders, to influence your followers through inspiration, to convince them to vote for you despite the fact that you didn't give them money. That is part of leadership. Or step aside, because fighting an incumbent is different from fighting when there is no incumbent. The incumbent have the resources of the state. He has the security forces of the state. And then you're saying, oh, give me tickets in the primary. Oh, these people will outspend you. And you want to go to a new party where they will give you the ticket. And when they give you the ticket, you will go and waste it. Because that does not make you president. It is the general election. So an incumbent that has the resources of the state, and you say you are afraid in the primary, and you're going to meet him, you're going to waste that presidential ticket.
Okay, many people have called Kenneth Okonkwo a traitor. Even on my live broadcast, some of you called him traitor. Some of you said he's a bad person and all that. And I defended him due to his previous good deed. In 2023 general election, he did well for us. But as for now, I cannot defend him, because I don't know why he's doing what he's doing. There might be something that you and I don't know. Maybe these people, there's some contract where they sign and they don't meet up to those terms and conditions, or meet up to the contract, the details inside the contract. Then problem will codify themselves on social media. In most cases, you and I will come out and be fighting and defending them and all that, but we are not too sure why they are fighting themselves and why they are not speaking out how it should be. Kenneth Okonkwo doing whatever he's doing today, whatever reasons behind it, I condemned it, and I will never support him on this. Remember, I'm demarcating my stand. Kenneth Okonkwo past deed, I applaud him, I continue to applaud him. This lane we enter so is satanism, and I can never support it, never, ever. But I don't know why he's doing this, because it looks like something that is going to continue to show on our faces. But what do I know? Let me hear from you. This is NAIJA Watch Media. Join us every day, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Let's continue to talk about the things that is affecting you and I. Take care, guys, and bye for now.